All right, it is another Tuesday morning here at the East Brunswick Public Library. I'm Greg T. This is Mayor Cohen, and welcome aboard to another episode 14 of the Buzz About East Brunswick.
Good morning.
Yes, if you're listening to us on Spotify, iHeart, Apple Music, or Amazon, well, hello and welcome aboard. Thank you very much for listening to the podcast. And if you're listening to us or watching us on EBTV or on YouTube, that's EBTV26. You can always drop us an email at baeb@buzzabouteb.com. We've been a little light on the email, so get those emails in there. We love to read your email and your comments. And if you have any questions for Mayor Cohen, please include that in your email. So what's going on?
It's a summer, right?
It is
Perfect
summer.
day today. Really, it's not 100 degrees. It's not raining.
Right,
So we're really
finally.
it's a perfect day.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this summer, I don't think that this summer has cooperated as much as we thought it was going to be. You know, when you think summer, you automatically think sunny days. No one ever, thinks about rain. You kind of rule that out. But this summer has really been rough when it comes to rain. Oh, my gosh.
Oh my God. And then when it did rain, it rained.
Oh,
Right?
did it ever? Oh, my God, man, does it come down. It is really something. So we have a lot to talk about. We have something really cool to tease and talk about that's dealing with our own podcast. We're going to be out and about at a really cool location. We're going to tell you all about that at the end of the show on how you can come out and be a part of it in front of a live audience, which we're really excited about. And thanks for, last week, I'm sorry we couldn't do a podcast. I wanted to tell you all about it. So last week I was in Alabama. My
I know,
kids going.
you bugged out on us.
I unfortunately could not be here. So where did your kids go to college?
I had one that went to college at Union, which is up in Schenectady, New York.
Okay.
And that was my daughter. My son went to Johnson and Wales, which is in Rhode
Wow.
Island.
Nice. So Johnson and Wales. That's great. Wow. So like my daughter made it hard for us. We're going to University of Alabama. Oh my God.
You drove?
No. So, we're about to do the
Be
drive.
like a scene out of My Cousin Vinny.
Let me say, so we are about to do the drive. We haven't done it yet. But for her move-in day, we are going to drive down and then we'll fly back. But we flew down. The closest airport next to Tuscaloosa is in Birmingham, Alabama.
Yes.
So you fly into Birmingham and then you drive another hour and a half to Tuscaloosa.
Now, I have a nephew that did an MD PhD program at University of Alabama, and then
Okay.
he finished up at Stanford.
Okay.
But my brother, there was no direct flight.
No,
into-
there's none. Yeah, that is very difficult.
Yes.
And then so going down there, the closest we can get to was Birmingham. And then coming home, we decided to do this. And I don't know why we decided this, but my wife had this idea about opening my daughter's vision to other airports just in case something would go wrong in Birmingham. So we drove to Atlanta. That was a 3.5-hour drive to
Wow.
Atlanta.
That's a big airport.
That is like an airport on steroids. That is there's trams going through
Yes.
the different
Yes.
the gates.
Actually, our military often depart from Atlanta when
Really?
they're doing overseas operations.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow, it is really huge. It is a massive, massive airport. So we flew there, and I'll tell you, we got caught because going back to the summertime and the rainstorms that we're having here, so the whole East Coast was shut down. We were coming back on last Wednesday, when we had these massive storms that
Right.
came through. So they shut down Reagan International in Boston. They shut down Newark. So we were all shut down.
They shut down Newark.
Yeah, they did.
Shocker.
There's a lot going on at Newark Airport. But
Your plane was delayed.
yeah, we were
Shocker.
stuck. We were stuck on the airplane for 2 hours, and then finally the pilot comes on and says we're all going to disembark the airplane. But we were there for 2 hours. The flight was supposed to leave at 8:00. We didn't end up leaving because once we got off. Then we got back on. We didn't leave until about 12:30, 1:45 in the morning. It was so late. And by the time we landed back in Newark, it was already pushing 2:45 in the morning. It was, what a disaster of a day. It really was.
But that's happening more frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting delayed. But getting back to Alabama.
Sure.
So have you been to Alabama, University of Alabama?
No.
It is massive. It is massive in size. Massive. Like the walks from hall to hall. I don't know how my daughter's going to do it. She's got one class and then like 10 minutes later she has another one. And I'm like, good luck.
Well, stay in shape.
Yeah, she's going to be doing a lot of running.
Exactly.
You know what they have though? A lot of these colleges now, and because we found out as we went through some of these meetings with some of the professors and whatnot, they all have electric bikes now on campus to get back and forth to some of these buildings. So they have some of those. So they let the parents try them out. We all look
that's
so
cool.
well. We all look so ridiculous trying to like figure it all out, like trying to get the app on our phone and try to use some.
So
of
do you have to walk around all day with your helmet? So
No. So you don't have to wear a helmet with these electrical bikes. You just get on the electrical bikes and go. No helmet needed. And I swear, yeah, maybe they have different rules or what regulations.
Well,
they look like little scooters.
You mean they have less regulation in Alabama? I'm shocked.
They do. But nonetheless, I was shocked in how big the University of Alabama is. It is just massive.
Yeah,
in size.
no, I know that it's a huge campus, and there's lots and lots of different departments, but they're producing some pretty good research that's coming out of there.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
actually a lot of that that was my nephew's specialty, was in neuroscience and neurodevelopment. It's actually takes me to what I did this morning. Right?
Tell me all about it, because I was going to tie into that. I was going to tie in from the bicycles, from the scooters into bicycles. But yeah, you got to tell me about what you did this morning.
Well, Keep Middlesex Moving, which is a program sponsored and supported by the Middlesex County, came out and with some corporate sponsorship is providing educational opportunities for our kids at the DAISY program to learn how to ride bikes.
Right.
And it's more than just learning how to ride a bike, how to put it together, how to put the wheels on, how to do the gears, and make sure you wear a helmet, which we actually do have laws for that in the state of New Jersey.
Right.
And then learn how to ride a bike. And so for a lot of these kids that are in the camp program there, that's a skill they didn't have.
Right.
So a lot of parents are incredibly appreciative because they're getting a skill they didn't even think their kids were capable of being able to achieve. And that takes me to the whole field of neuroscience, which is really it's a new frontier in medicine, and a lot of the things that we know today pale in comparison to what we don't know.
Okay.
And I think that the research in areas like University of Alabama and across a lot of these centers in the United States are finding that a lot of these kids in the neurodivergent community, they just learn differently. That's not that they're incapable of learning, but the process that we use to teach kids here is based on the assumption everybody learns the same way, but we now know they don't.
Right, correct.
And there's probably multiple ways that we could reach these kids, and makes me feel a little sorry about people years ago who were just assumed to be unable to do things. Now we find out that they can. So to see these kids that we probably didn't think were even capable of riding bikes doing it, and doing it quickly,
that's great.
Is just amazing. And I think that we are a town that's ripe for doing something like that, since our DAISY program, our Fast Break program, the commitment that we've had in the township for people in that entire neurodivergent community goes back for decades.
That's terrific.
So I'm really, really happy that we were the test case and a spot that they wanted to highlight such a program.
So what'd you do today? So did you actually put some bicycles together?
Well, the bikes were already put together, because clearly it was made to make sure that we had a camera-ready moment. So, but some bikes were put together, but we showed the kids learning how to get on the bike, to manage the bike, even simple things just as balancing it, making sure that the kickstand is up, looking at the wheels to make sure that there's no flats and that it's safe to ride.
Yeah.
And then they get on and those that could are riding bikes. So it's just great.
Yeah.
I think it was a nice thing, and they had a great day, period.
Oh my God, beautiful day.
It was absolutely beautiful.
And the temperature's working out with you. It's not like it's not even humid today, which is fantastic. It's a great day to be outside.
No, it's great. I mean, there was one child I was learned about today who might not be quite ready to do the bike yet, but he was doing it at home. It was doing it in front of other people that it was more of a difficulty for him. But he, at home, didn't want to wear a helmet.
Okay.
It just bothered him.
Yeah.
He just couldn't do it. And yet, through this program, they learned to teach him how to not only wear it, but to want to wear it.
Oh, okay.
And so it opens up a whole new thing for the parents, because now they don't have to worry as much about the safety. I mean, there's no guarantee. Still could fall, still could hurt yourself.
Of course.
But we don't want brain injuries. We don't want head injuries if we could avoid them. That's why we have these rules. And they're doing
think
it.
about how things have changed since you and I were kids. There was no helmets. We were making ramps, jumping things, jumping curbs. If we fell down, we fell down. You know,
right. Well, clearly you could do that in Alabama.
That's right. In Alabama, and you're on these electrical scooters, so these things tip over.
They can.
Yeah,
there's actually one of it's been reported in the medical literature. That's actually one of the biggest injuries being reported is accidents from falling on electric bikes.
Right.
So that's actually not new. We know that now. But not that I want to get political, but that's really one of the reasons why it is so disheartening to see money being taken away from research and institutions that produce this type of valuable information, which everybody benefits from. To see money being taken away from that will set these types of advances back for decades. So I hope they don't go through. I hope that we have a way of restoring the type of research in this country that we've been known for for forever.
Sure. So. Well, hey, listen, I think it's a great program. It's really nice that you're a part of it. And you're really busy because not only are you, but listen, you really are.
I was at the OR this morning. I was busy there too.
Oh, really? Wait, you had to work today? You were a doctor today. Then you're the mayor. Right. I mean, you got a lot going on here, Mr. Mayor.
Yeah.
So you're on what's called this town hall tour.
Yes.
Where you're visiting all different places. Now, coming up this Thursday, you're going to be at Aldersgate Methodist Church.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about what's going to be going on at this town hall.
We're just continuing this opportunity to reach as many people in the community as possible. Tell them what's going on in town.
Right.
I would love them to have the opportunity to ask questions and to get answers to things that otherwise they would rely on social media, which is absolutely no valid source of information.
Unless you're following our social media, we're trying to get the right word out there.
We're good.
Right. We are trying to get the right word out. Yeah.
We're good.
So go ahead.
And that's it. A lot of people ask about redevelopment. They ask what's going on in the mall. And then there's individuals that'll just park on information as if they know. They couldn't be further from the truth.
Right.
And then that lie takes on a life of its own. And we need to stop that.
Is there any more clarity about what is going on with the mall?
Well, it's a process.
Yeah.
Redevelopment is a process. It starts with a developer. Actually starts with the township identifying an area in need and allowing developers to come in return for some sort of tax advantage to invest in property that are to do what we would like would be very expensive. It wouldn't even get off the ground. And then once we designate it as an area that needs redevelopment, the town comes up with a plan of the things we want, and we try to get the developer or another developer to come in and take that task, that job, and put to print what it is that we would want.
Of course.
So I think it's going to remain commercial. It is already a retail area. We don't want to change that.
Okay.
We do have an affordable housing obligation, which means that part of our affordable obligation will be met by parking some level of residential units on that property create a community type of look. We'd like most of that to be for sale products if we can. We'd like the developer to put some sort of community center if they can there so that people in town can benefit by having a community center and maybe the retail there, all within walking distance. Hopefully that would create an incentive for better retail to come here.
Sure.
We'd like them to set aside some of the community residential space for people in our special needs community that could lead semi-independent lives. We get a lot of effort here in this township and expense that goes to getting kids through our public school system with skills that they didn't think they even had.
Right.
And the ability to lead a semi-independent life. And then when they get out of school, they're back at home sitting with their parents, and there's a lack of programs on the state level, and they revert.
Right.
And we think that there's an opportunity to maybe give them a residential place that they could live in if they're capable, where they could walk to work and walk to their services and be able to access public transportation. So I think that the mall site would be an ideal location for something like that.
Wow.
So
there's a lot of property there.
There's a lot
of property.
So I think that if we could get the developers who are interested in working with the township a program that works for them. Clearly, they've got a financial goals that they need to meet. I don't have a problem with developers making money, but in return for any type of tax break or incentive, they have to provide what the town needs. And so that's where so that dialogue takes months.
Right.
And we're only at the beginning of that. But these are the things that we're thinking of in terms of what that would look like.
Well, it sounds like a very exciting project. It really does.
Yeah.
And yes, I mean, obviously, I know that people are definitely wondering what is going to happen with the East Brunswick.
But I've seen people write, they're knocking it down. They're going to level it and put all apartments. I don't know where they got that from.
Okay, I gotcha. So that we're ex-nay on that. We are not knocking down the mall. It is not getting knocked
Well, I mean,
down.
if parts of it get knocked down, nobody's going to sit shiva. They've been around forever. They're full of asbestos. So clearly, a lot of that would be better served coming down and being rebuilt. Mm-hmm. And there's parts of it that could be reworked. So we'll let the developers do what they do well, as long as it meets the needs of the township.
I love it. I love it. All right. Hey, we're getting a lot out of today.
How you like that, huh?
I mean, there's been a lot going on. I think this is the most we've ever gotten out of the first segment of our podcast. Holy cow. Man, that was a lot. I wasn't expecting any of that. That's really something. All right. Well, listen, guys, we have to take our very first break of in and around East Brunswick. And when we get back, July is ice cream month. So I think we're going to have some fun with some ice cream talk.
Who doesn't like ice cream?
Who doesn't like ice cream?
Come on.
And we've got some great ice cream places here in and around East Brunswick. We'll be right back with more of the buzz about East Brunswick. Hey, East Brunswick, get ready because it's Acoustic Monday, and the Acoustic Monday Outdoor Concert Series is back. Starting this Monday, July the 14th, Andrew Lobby will be there. July 21st, the Vintage Vibe Tribe. August 4th, Magnolia Street Band. And August the 18th, Verdict, Reggae Tribute Band. It's all happening at the East Brunswick Municipal Complex Courtyard. Bring a lawn chair or a blanket. All concerts begin at 7 o'clock. We'll see you there. Acoustic Monday, the Outdoor Concert Series. All right, guys, and we are back live from the East Brunswick Public Library, and you can always drop us an email at baeb@buzzabouteb.com. Thank you guys very much for chilling out and hanging out here on the Buzz About East Brunswick podcast. Greg T, Mayor Cohen, and hey, listen, last night you did something really neat. Yeah, last night you did Bowling for Hunger.
For Hunger.
Yeah, tell me about that.
So that's a project and a charity that Craig Coughlin, the Speaker of the Assembly, has been doing now. I think it's now 16 years he's been doing it.
Okay.
And it's a fundraiser done over in one of the bowling alleys in Woodbridge. And it's
How'd you
raising...
do?
I'm not a bowler.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
I'm very inconsistent. I can get 143 on one game and then 43 on the next. So, don't count on me for a bowling partner.
I won't ask you. You won't be on my team. I got you.
There you go. I'll watch, but I think the first round or so I'm good. After that, the arm starts to
Right,
go.
it's pretty amazing. Some of these bowlers that you see on TV are fantastic, and they make it look so easy. When we go there, God forbid we should make it that easy. It's like gutter ball.
Yeah,
ball.
watch that. And you try to do the rotation, and you do the thing with the way they move their hips, and they throw the ball down. And I think it's going to go perfectly until it lands right in the gutter. So, but I thought I followed the form. There was actually a friend of mine there that was part of our team. He actually Googled the right way to throw the
so that the ball curves and stuff.
No, he just wanted to know how to land it so he actually could maybe hit pins.
So how?
But he did better after he Googled the it was like an AI thing.
There's a lot you can learn. I've done that with my own golf swing. I've gotten so frustrated with my own tee shots. I'm like, there's got to be a better way. I've gone to YouTube and figured out how can I make my shot a little bit better, and twisting of the body and watching the arms and how they go.
Yeah.
You can learn a lot you can learn a lot on the internet these days.
That's how I do a bow tie. I have to sit and watch that.
That's it.
And then I have to do it backwards. So then I have my wife do it for me. She does it right, but then I don't learn how to do it. But you learn a lot on YouTube.
On the very next episode of Buzz About East Brunswick, the things you've learned on the internet. There you go. So how was last night? So you had Bowling for Hunger last night.
That was last night. That was fun. They do different shifts because there's a lot of people that were contributing. But they raised about $250,000.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, it was a great.
That's a lot of
effort.
money. Nice.
Yeah.
Good job. And then this Sunday, again, Mr. Mayor, the mayor is busy, guys. You understand that? Mayor's busy.
I'm busy.
So Sunday you have the VFW 5K run.
Correct.
Are you going to be running and taking part in that? Nice.
Yes.
Is it all just running or can you walk it?
No. You could walk too.
Okay, gotcha.
So you could do both. But I like to run, again, not breaking any records.
I get
Although
you.
know what the good thing is, you get older, you kind of move into a new category,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because it's all broken down by age groups.
Oh, yeah. I'm in the category that you're about to describe. Go ahead.
No, you're not.
Oh, I'm in that category. I'm in that category.
No, you're not there yet. But well, the only good thing about getting older is that the number of people left in your category starts to drop off. So you actually start doing better in your own category because there's less people there.
So if I'm on the younger side,
so if you're still able
older,
to,
yes, that's brilliant. I never gave that much thought. You're right. I can start being like a champion.
I don't expect to get any medal.
I gotcha. Hey, so the month of July is the National Ice Cream Month, and this past Sunday was National Ice Cream Day.
Ooh.
So I thought, who does not like ice cream? I mean, now what is your favorite flavor?
I have a couple of favorite flavors. I like coffee.
Ooh.
I like coffee in general.
Coffee, very good.
I like black raspberry.
Ooh.
And I like chocolate chip cookie dough and vanilla chocolate chip. I don't like nuts.
So you're all over
anything
the place.
with nuts I don't like.
All right.
People always ask me, oh, how could you not like nuts? As if that's god awful.
Well, listen, I will be right there with you. I'm going to confess, I don't like sprinkles. And people would say, how could you not like sprinkles? I'm not a sprinkle fan.
So you know what you do when you want to stop people from giving you that look?
Yeah.
You say, oh, I'm allergic.
I'm allergic.
Oh, okay. Now I understand.
They all back
So they all
away.
think I'm allergic to nuts, but I'm really not allergic to them. I just don't like them.
Well, listen, I dug up a really cool survey. This was conducted by Talker Research, commissioned by Undeniably Dairy, and you can go to usdairy.com for more information if you like.
So they did a poll?
Yeah, really neat. So a survey of 5,000 Americans, evenly split by state, and they found out that the state of New Jersey, we declare ourselves as the number one state of ice cream connoisseurs. So out of all 50 states, we are number one. I don't know.
I think we are. We have a lot of really good places for ice cream here.
We certainly do.
And I think New Jersey residents think they're connoisseurs on everything. So.
You know what? Big shout out to the ice cream stores here in East Brunswick. Now Rita's is Rita's Ices, but I still left them on the list because they're like a nice frozen treat.
Yeah, and they actually just opened up in the Mid-State Mall.
That's right.
On behind, right along Tice's. So come out and visit.
Yep, got crepes and cones and crepes.
Cones and crepes. That's
Delicious.
up by the mall by near where Brothers Pizza is.
That's exactly
right
where it
there.
is. Yep.
Right.
Scoop to
Owner's
my
a really
Lou
nice guy, by the way.
I don't know. You listen. You're the mayor. You know all the owners. I don't know this kind of people.
No, really nice guy.
Scoop to my Lou.
Excellent. I think they were ranked recently with one of the top ice cream places in New Jersey.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's great. Yeah, my family and I, we do like Scoop to my Lou. We've been there several times. It's a good ice cream place. Magnifico's has been here in East Brunswick for a long time.
Yes, right on Route 18.
Yep.
They're a staple here.
Yeah, they are. And then we have a new ice cream store that's getting ready to open up. Marley and Harley is getting ready to open up in some of that newer section.
It's going to be on the retail area on Tice's Lane by the Legacy Project, right on the ground floor. And I'm told by the end of the summer they should be open.
Nice. Perfect. Well, listen, I found it to be really interesting, this entire survey. So here, and some of the
Did they do flavors? Oh, they did?
Yeah, they did. It's really, they really did a great job. And some of the things that you've already touched on. For instance, the survey also uncovered which which up-and-coming flavors people would be most interested in trying for the very first time. Okay. So it means that's not, they don't really...
Hasn't even been invented yet?
Right, but one of those is, number one on that list is black raspberry, which you said you like.
I do.
Right, so that's number one.
Wow, that's great.
Toasted marshmallow comes in at number 2. Peach ice cream at number 3. Now, what do you think about pralines? Are you a fan of pralines?
No.
Not a fan. I think pralines is one of those flavors. It's like you either like it or you don't. You're not really in between on pralines. I can't see
There's a lot of things I'm not in the middle on.
And then one of the other flavors, which I've never even had ever, is lavender. And I was talking to somebody. I guess you can have like a lavender blueberry maybe or something. I've never even tried lavender.
I didn't even know lavender was a taste.
I didn't know it either. I didn't. I had no idea.
Okay.
This was interesting. What is the best day to have ice cream? Now, we all love ice cream. Doesn't matter what day. But if there was a perfect day, what day of the week would it be for ice cream?
I think probably a Monday.
Monday?
Right, because it's the beginning of the work. People are depressed. You got so much ahead of you. That might actually make you want to.
Let's go in and look at it. I didn't think about Monday, and Monday didn't even come up on the list. Saturday, number 1 day.
Yeah.
Friday, number 2.
Everyone's going to do the weekends. I knew that. I'm never going to do what everyone else does.
You're not doing. You're going against the grain. against the grain. So we're going to find you at Scoop to My Lou on a Monday. That's where we're finding you. There. Okay, there you go. You can find the mayor, Scoop to My Lou on a Monday. The most common vehicle for ice cream consumption is, what would you choose? Meaning like how would you?
Cone or a cup or that?
Yeah, cone, cup, bowl, carton. Yeah, so what would you think?
I mean, I would want and expect it to be like one of those sugar cones, but I'm going to say sugar cone.
Sugar cone. Cone comes at number 2. Still, most people putting it in a bowl.
I was going to say that.
But I'm not a bowl guy. I don't put my ice cream in a bowl.
I do.
You do? Mm-hmm. See, I usually just eat it right out of the carton. I'm like one of those
guys. I know
guys.
darn well it's going to land on me somewhere. So it's going to be much easier if it's in the cup already.
Well, so in the survey shows that the most common is a bowl. Then number 2 is your cone, and then number 3 would be eating it right out of the carton, right there. Now your favorite flavors.
Right.
So this survey has got 5 in your top 5 of your favorite flavors. Your favorite flavor again was black raspberry.
Black raspberry.
All right, not on.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
But some of the other ones that you mentioned.
Coffee, I like.
I love coffee too. You do coffee chip.
Yes.
Oh, love coffee chip ice cream.
Or even just plain chocolate chip. I like that one too.
Yeah, chocolate
chip.
Not
mint.
Good.
Chocolate chip.
Not a mint. Yeah, I'm not a mint guy either. My wife loves mint, and I don't like the smell of it. I don't like the color green in it. I'm just not a mint guy. I'm not into it. But so what would you think is the number 1 flavor?
Probably chocolate or vanilla.
Bingo, ding, 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 ding. The mayor knows. Chocolate came out as number 1, which I want to debate because number 2 is vanilla. I would have thought vanilla was number 1. I feel like vanilla is like just the iconic ice cream flavor.
Yeah, I think so. But
more people chose chocolate.
All right, well, that doesn't surprise me.
So number 3 is your mint chocolate chip.
Mint chocolate chip.
Yeah. Number 4 is your butter pecan. Butter pecan. Cookies and cream comes in at number 5, and you're close, but just right there at number 6 is your cookie dough.
Cookie dough. Yeah.
So there you go. I think this
That's
is very
cool.
Now, this was the other interesting one, which we touched on already. America's favorite ice cream toppings. Toppings. So now you're not doing nuts, which you're fine because nuts are, comes in at number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Really?
Chopped nuts at number 5. Sprinkles, I was surprised, comes in at number 8 on the list.
So it's just whipped cream?
You're very good. Hot fudge at number 1.
Right.
Caramel sauce at number 2. Your chocolate syrup at 3.
Right.
Whipped cream at 4. Then you got your chopped nuts at 5. Cookie crumbles at 6.
I do.
Peanut butter cups. I like peanut butter cups. I was not a peanut butter cup. Oh my God, really? So you won't even do that?
No.
Wow. So no nuts, no peanut butter. Wow. Strawberry sauce rounds at 9.
You know, years ago, I'll never forget, we were my wife and I went to medical school together. We had friends of ours that were also a couple in medical school.
Yeah.
And my wife and I have 3 things that we don't eat. We don't eat raw tomatoes.
Okay.
We don't eat nuts.
Wait a second. No tomatoes?
No.
No tomatoes?
Not tomato sauce, but not tomatoes. I won't put tomato in a salad.
And on a sandwich.
Right. So nuts, tomatoes, and ham.
Okay.
Not even because of the kosher things. We're not kosher, but just don't like ham. So anyway, this friend said that she was, instead of us going out to dinner, she was going to make dinner for us.
Okay.
I said, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
We come over to their house for dinner. And what did she make? She made chicken cordon bleu, which is
with ham.
wrapped with ham.
Yep.
She made stuffed tomatoes.
Oh, no.
And string beans almondine.
What do you do?
And the two of us look at each other like, how do we break it to her heart after sweating over this meal that she made, that there's not a blessed thing we're going to eat?
Oh, my
God. I really felt terrible, but I think you just had to say it. So we just kind of laughed it, and they all took it with a stride, and we all just laughed and said, you know what, we'll just pack it up and go out to Bennigan's, which was actually a restaurant at the time.
Is that what you guys really did?
That's exactly
packed it up and went to Bennigan's?
Yes.
That's hysterical. Wow. What an uncomfortable situation to be in.
What's the odds that the only three things in the world we don't eat, and that the two of us don't eat together, and that's the main ingredients in the only three things she made for dinner?
Wow. Listen,
okay. Awkward.
So that's extremely awkward. I was in one of those similar situations, not quite like that, but so a friend of mine from work said, hey, why don't you guys come over, we only had a baby at the time, bring the baby, we'd love to meet the baby as well, and come over to the house for dinner. So I said, oh, sure, let's go. And we've never been there before, so we didn't know what to expect. But the wife cooked with a lot of spices, and I really had a difficult time. So I wanted to be very nice, so I sat down, I started eating the pasta, and everything was fine, but I really just couldn't take it anymore. I just couldn't do it. And I said, what am I going to do? They're going to look at me like weird, like, why am I not eating it? So I too just said, you know what? I'm going to come right out and say it. So I broke the ice, and I just said, Melissa, I have to say, thank you very much for having us for dinner. Everything's great. And everybody's looking at me like, oh my God, he's going to say something. And my wife was getting very nervous, like, what is he going to say? And I started chuckling and laughing to try to make it easy, And I just said, look, I so appreciate all the hard work you put into it. I can no longer eat the pasta. It's got a lot of spice in it, and I just can't do it. It's overspiced. My wife was mortified, was so embarrassed. But what else could I possibly do?
Well, that's where the allergy thing comes in.
Right.
Like, you could say, you know what, I think I have an allergy to something in there. And then, of course, now you get everyone's sympathy.
Yes,
but then now you start to believe after a while when someone says they have an allergy, it's just like, oh, they just didn't like my food. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with an allergy. But the fact is, maybe you did.
Right. And when you're in those situations, what you have, like I can only imagine how you felt, because you're not eating the tomatoes, you're not eating ham, and the whole thing is all about that. You have to say something. You're not, because like all of a sudden that anxiety is going to come up. And for me, that's what it was. Everybody's sitting there digging in, and I'm thinking, like, I can't do it. You have no choice. Yeah. You just got to break it.
And I didn't want to do the kosher thing, because we really didn't it had nothing to do with that.
Had nothing to do with that. Right. Oh my gosh. Well, listen, I thought this was a lot of fun of diving into, ice cream a little bit, since it's the month of July here.
That's right. Everybody's got to go out and use our East Brunswick ice cream stores, and give them some love and some visits. And
yeah. Again, big shout out to Rita's, Cones and Crepes, Scoop to My Lou, Magnificos, and the new Marley and Harley, which is coming to us here in East Brunswick by the end of the summer. So check them all out.
Very good.
I like it. All right, guys, let's take another stop down. Let's take another look in and around East Brunswick. And when we get back,
we'll have our ice cream.
We are going to make a huge announcement about this particular podcast on where you could see the mayor and myself in front of a live audience. It's all coming up next right here on the Buzz About East Brunswick. Hey, East Brunswick, providing high-quality water and reliable service to East Brunswick residents is a top priority.
It will actually signal to me. I have to take this wire out and splice it with the new one.
Out with the old, in with the new. To maintain accuracy, your water meter and radio device must be replaced. There is no cost to you. Meter Tech Utility Services will handle the replacement. To schedule your appointment, just call the number on the screen, 800-717-0974, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., or go online at metertech.net to make that appointment. Thank you for helping East Brunswick maintain accurate and efficient service. All right, guys, it is the Buzz About East Brunswick, the podcast. I'm Greg T. This is Mayor Cohen, and we've got this major announcement finally to let you guys know about. we are taking our podcast live on the road.
How do you like that?
I like it a lot. I really do.
Get to interact with people. Tell
Yes.
them where we're going to be.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We will be at Crystal Springs Family Water Park, and we're going to be right here in East Brunswick. We're doing it on August the 12th at 12 noon, and we're going to have a good time.
Did you put in a prescription for great weather like today?
Oh my God, please, I beg. You know what? We haven't thought about what the rain date would be like. We have to have a rain date, I guess. But I'm excited that we're actually going to take this podcast. Not that I don't like being here inside the public library.
No, out to live audience.
And we're going to be right in front of a live audience. People can come up, meet us, take pictures, say hello, ask us questions, talk about East Brunswick. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun.
It should be fun.
Yeah.
What are you going to wear?
What am I? I am not wearing a Speedo. I'm not a Speedo guy.
No.
That's not my thing. No. I can't wait. We are going to race down some of these tubes. They have the water slides.
Yeah.
So you and I are going to race down the water slides. EBTV is already
Are you
working on.
going to go feet first or head first?
Good question. I'm a feet first guy.
I don't think they let you do it head first.
Yeah, I'm going feet first. But so EBTV has been working on how they're going to get us all mic'd up and everything inside waterproof pouches to put our microphones on. But we're going to have a good time.
Yeah, that should be fun. We're going to do the lazy river too?
We're definitely doing it. We're doing lazy river.
Do we get a mocktail or something?
Of course. Now we're talking my language here. Sitting down, relaxing on a lazy river with a mocktail, I'm in. Oh my God. Please. But so that's happening August the 12th. You can come on out to Crystal Springs and be a part of the festivities. We're going to have a really good time. Matter of fact, we're going to do the belly flop contest. You're going to be part of that?
You're going to do that?
What do you mean? We're gonna make the biggest human whirlpool challenge. We're gonna try to make the biggest whirlpool.
Oh, that is cool.
We're gonna do the floaty rodeo. We're gonna have somebody on a raft, and we're all gonna have to shake the raft, try to knock them off. It's the floaty rodeo. You like that?
Yeah. It's like our version of what's that horse that you go on when you're in the West?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I tried to come up with fun water games that we could play while we're there.
That should be fun.
What about underwater karaoke? Are you a fan?
That's about the only place I sound good.
We're gonna go for the record, the biggest Marco Polo game in a community pool. We'll try to do that, and we'll have mermaid races. We're gonna have so much planned for our live broadcast. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Make believe fins and stuff like
that.
Yeah.
So. We're going all in.
We're mermen.
We're going all in on that. I think it's going to be a good time. But yeah, so that was the big announcement that we are taking the podcast on the road August 12th at Crystal Springs Water Park.
Come join us.
I think it'll be a good time. I really do. And and listen, you love meeting all the residents of East Brunswick.
Yeah.
So this will be another. It's almost like you're doing a town hall, but we are going to be focused on the podcast. If people want to come on and be a guest on the podcast, we'll find
and
some people.
And we also want to highlight Crystal Springs, which is a great water park it's well known in the state.
Right.
So I think it's an opportunity to shed a little light on a facility that we're very proud of here.
I agree. So I've been going over there once a week doing Water Park Wednesday and talking to some of the families.
Uh-huh.
And yesterday I bumped into three, and I couldn't believe, I don't know what was the luck, but three families that have never been there before. So when I walked up to them, I'm like, hey, can I ask you a question? I'm from East Brunswick. I just want to ask you about what do you love about Crystal Springs? And so the first family was like, it's our first time here. And I'm like, oh, okay, enjoy yourselves. So I went down the line. I went to the next family and I said, hey, can we talk about it? And they're like, we've never been here before. I was like, wow. So no, but that's great though, that we have new families that are coming into East Brunswick, whether they're in and around, they're trying Crystal Springs out.
Yeah, no, we want them to use it, and it's a great park.
Yeah, it is. It really is. I like it also because there's stuff for all ages. So even if there are toddlers, there's things at the water park for toddlers, and it's safe. And I noticed one thing.
And there's lots of little park ground areas if you want to bring food and have a picnic there with your family and make the whole day out of it.
Yeah.
It makes it well worth it within for most people, a reasonable distance.
Sure. No, I agree. And that's another thing though. If you want to bring in your own food, you can. So, if you're on a tight budget, but you still want to have a good time, you're there at the water park, but you can also bring in your own food and, have your own barbecue.
And we want people to swim safely. So we have guards all over the place. We've got lifeguards who are well trained. A lot of these kids spend a lot of time making sure they've got all the certifications they need. We wouldn't let them work without it.
Oh yeah.
And they're like hawks.
I was just going to say, that is almost like an understatement. You've got so many lifeguards there. I almost can't. And this is really, I'm paying a compliment here for real.
Yeah.
Like every single time I turned around, there was another lifeguard getting ready to go on duty or switching each other.
You can't run a facility like this without that.
Yeah.
Bad things can happen very quickly in the water, and we don't want that to happen.
No, you're right. You're absolutely correct. And so a big congratulations to everybody that has decided to take part in Crystal Springs and make it a safe water park for all families.
Yeah, in the last couple of years, we've also had a lot more people move into town. There's turnover, which is normal, right? A lot of people will move out and then come in with families, and they don't really even know about the opportunities we have here, both in Parks and Rec and a lot of other departments. But this one, we're proud that people are out here using it.
100%. So anyway, guys,
we'll be there.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys August the 12th at Crystal Springs. You meet the mayor, come on out, and maybe be a part of the podcast as well. But I think we're going to have a really good time. Looking forward to it.
Great.
All right, guys, we're just about ready to wrap things up here. We got to get going. We're going to take one more stop down and take a look in and around East Brunswick. And when we get back, we'll just tie this whole thing up into a bow and give it out to make it a present.
There you go.
This is the Buzz About East Brunswick. Hey, it's me, Greg T, out in front of Crystal Springs Water Park on this Water Park Wednesday.
Water Park Wednesday!
They've got water slides, you name it, swim lessons, and more.
Crystal Springs! Awesome!
How you holding up? What's so great about the summertime in East Brunswick?
Being a lifeguard.
I hear that. It's a Water Park Wednesday. Of course, everybody's got to stay safe here at Crystal Springs.
Crystal Springs!
Do you know about Stay NJ? Well, thanks to Governor Murphy, it's a tax benefit program for residents 65 years of age or older. There's a new application called the Pass One Form, which can be found on the New Jersey Division of Taxation website. This program incorporates 3 different tax relief programs: the Senior Freeze, Anchor, and the new Stay NJ. Log on to propertytaxreliefapp.nj.gov or just call them at 1-888-238-1233. All right, guys, getting ready to wrap up episode 14 of the Buzz About East Brunswick. So before we go, Mr. Mayor, we have a couple more things that we have to get out of the way. We have some big things that are going on here. Passport Clinic on the 30th?
Yes. Assemblyman Sterling Stanley is helping sponsor, along with the county, a passport clinic right here at the library. As many people know, passports have always been something that we provide as a service here to help you get your passport here at the East Brunswick Public Library. But we wanted to get an opportunity to get that word out to a greater and larger community. A lot of people like to travel in the summer, and anything out of the country, you need a passport. And sometimes when you're ready to go, you recognize that, it expired.
Right.
So you need to get that redone. So we provide that service here. We're going to have, like I said, the clinic open on Wednesday, the 30th, from 1 to 5 p.m.
Okay.
And they'll help you through the entire process of getting your passport.
Great.
So sponsored by and supported by Assemblyman Sterling Stanley, by Nancy Pinkin, our clerk. Clearly, the township, we've been doing this for a long time, and Congresswoman is looking to be there to help encourage people to sign up for passports.
Okay, there you go. And now also on August the 2nd, we have something called the Bike Rodeo, and we also have something called the Indie Fest.
Yes, both of them we've been doing for a while. The Bike Rodeo is a joint venture between Keep Middlesex Moving, which is an organization sponsored by the county,
right,
and of course our East Brunswick Police, to promote bike safety.
Yep.
So they usually do that up at the mall, at the Brunswick Square Mall. There's an area that's roped off for that, and kids get to ride bikes. They learn how to fix some simple problems from flats to gears to a whole bunch of simple repairs that you could do yourself.
Yep.
And all in the spirit of making sure that we follow the rules and bike safely.
Listen, I think it's great. I'm all about that. I'm a parent. I've got 2 kids. I had to teach them how to, bike ride the right way and be safe. So I'm all about it. And the Indie Festival.
And the Indie Festival was started by the East Brunswick Arts Coalition a couple of years ago. What they do is they put out to the community at large the opportunity to develop your own short films.
Okay, great.
And so we get a lot of students that are trying to do that, people that are breaking into the industry that are in our region. You'd be surprised how many people live here who do that. And they provide their submissions to the Arts Coalition. Over the weekend, they will show them all.
Oh, it's great.
And then at the very end, they give prizes to the ones that they felt were the best.
Oh, wow. Very cool.
So it's really good. We've got a ton of really talented people that live in this whole region, and they all have different unique talents, and we're trying to capture some of those individuals and promote some of the things they do.
I'm wondering if some of the people that are going to submit things for the Indie Fest, maybe they could come on here and talk about their film. We'd love to maybe,
especially the ones that live right here.
That's what I'm saying, right? So because we're always looking for another guest from East Brunswick to stop in and be a part of the show. So maybe we can reach out to
That is a good idea. I like that.
Thanks. That's a good idea. I appreciate it.
Maybe they'll incorporate us into their film.
You know what? Do a film about how the podcast came to become the podcast.
Should we make that a thriller? Should it be a sci-fi?
How
Should
cool.
it be a mystery?
Ooh, I like a murder mystery.
Ooh.
The Buzz About East Brunswick podcast murder mystery.
The mayor murdered this with that weapon in this room. Remember that's a clue.
I like it. All right, guys. Listen, it seems like, you know what? There is a phrase we use around here. There's a lot going on in East Brunswick.
I didn't murder anybody, but
No. You're
just saying. It's just a
he's
figure
good.
of speech.
He's good. All right, listen, I hope you really enjoyed episode 14 of the Buzz About East Brunswick. Until we see you guys for episode 15, we're going to say we're out of here live from the public library here in East Brunswick. We'll see you soon.
And
Mr. Mayor,
thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Alrighty.